all of this with the global warming and a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax. I mean, it's a money-making industry, okay?
And we celebrate the bright future that we are forging together, powered by clean, affordable American ethanol. Congratulations.
Right now, our partners at 538 give Donald Trump a 51% chance of winning the presidency. It's basically a 50-50 race.
Greetings, my fellow Gevonians. As we approach the 2024 US presidential election, it's a crucial time to consider how the outcome could impact Gevo and the sustainable aviation fuel industry. Most of the insights I'll be discussing in this video are drawn from this article by King and Spalding, published on the Sustainable Aviation Futures website. And I also want to state, as a Swede, I'm politically neutral here, as I can't vote in the US election. My aim here is to relay King and Spalding's analysis on how different US administrations might impact Gevo's future, especially in the context of a potential Trump presidency. Now, let's dive into this.
America first.
Trump's America First policy focuses on boosting domestic production and job creation. For a company like Gevo, which produces sustainable fuels domestically and supports local agriculture, this could be a positive alignment. According to King and Spalding, Trump's policies could support US-based companies and help stabilize rural economies, an environment that would suit Gevo's operations well.
And my administration is protecting ethanol, all right? That's what you wanted.
Trump's backing for the US agricultural sector, particularly biofuels and ethanol, aligns with Gevo's reliance on corn-based ethanol as a feedstock for SAF. Trump's approach is likely to support bioenergy through incentives for rural areas, benefiting Gevo's supply chain.
The job she's done and the great leadership she's displayed, and I want to tell you, she worked very hard on ethanol along with Senator Grassley and Kim and everybody else, and I want to thank you all. Thank you, Governor.
In this speech, Trump mentioned Senator Chuck Grassley. And this is a quite interesting reference, since Senator Chuck Grassley has advocated for the adoption of the GREET model and been pushing for the Biden administration to continue embracing the GREET model for assessing life cycle emissions.
President Trump believes climate change is a hoax. We know this because he has said it over and over again.
Trump's opposition to the Paris Agreement and other climate-focused initiatives could lead to reduced federal incentives for SAF and other green energy projects. Gevo, being at the forefront of sustainable fuels, relies on such incentives to remain competitive. King and Spalding points out that reduced government focus on climate could impact the industry's overall growth. Trump has previously advocated for fossil fuel expansion, which could divert resources and attention away from SAF initiatives. King and Spalding mentions that this focus on traditional energy sources could slow down the growth of SAF in favor of oil and gas. And this creates a contrast. Trump's policies may support American biofuels, but not prioritize SAF expansion, which potentially could stall Gevo's progress. So, there are a few major contradictions here. Anti-climate policy versus America First, and fossil fuels versus ethanol. These factors together reveal some contradictions in Trump's approach. On one hand, his America First policy promotes local job creation, which aligns well with Gevo's model. On the other hand, his stance on climate change and preference for fossil fuels conflicts with the growth of renewable energy. Trump supports American biofuels like ethanol, but his push for oil and gas may limit the broader adoption of SAF. So it's a no-brainer. A Kamala Harris administration would be more beneficial for Gevo. With strong support for climate initiatives, SAF projects would see expanded incentives and funding. However, it's worth asking, would such policies support long-term economic growth in the US? So, in conclusion, while a Trump administration could provide some benefits for Gevo, particularly in terms of domestic support, there are also challenges that could arise from his anti-climate stance. And remember, this analysis is based on the insights from the King and Spalding article on Sustainable Aviation Futures website. And you can find a link to this article in the video descriptions. And remember, I make these videos to inform, not to advise. And if you found this useful, please hit the like button and subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates.
I'll be back.
Until next time, bye-bye.